Today we're on Cimarron Ranch, track 32. The property consists of 35 acres with lots of southern exposure along the road up here. There's power along the subdivision road with year-round access. You're about 4 miles from National Forest and about an hour from town, with about 21 miles of graveled road, 17 miles of graveled road. The southwest corner of the property is going to be that way towards the power pole by about 75 yards. We're standing at the water well. The road runs out there in front of us about 35 yards from us here, and the road runs all along the southern edge of the property. You see on the topo map there to your right or to your left. Just going to swing around. This is the shared water well. This water well produces 15 gallons a minute and is shared between three 35-acre tracts in a share agreement. 600 feet with the water level about 400 feet. And today we're going to be hiking off down through the property. You've got good views of the Spanish Peaks, incredible views of them off to the north. I don't know if you can see them through the trees. Big open valleys and things, so if you open this up a little bit and cut a few trees down here on your north side, you'd have really great expansive views. The property drops down the hill here in a thickly treed area. It's easily walkable. It drops down with benches going down through the land to some grassier more meadow area down in the bottom areas. So we're going to be hiking down through here. Just walking through the tract, I'm trying to stay closer to the eastern boundary as it runs north from the southern boundary off of the build spot and where the water well's at. You see it's just thickly treed in here with ponderosa pines and firs. Pretty gentle ground on these lower benches as you get down through here, and you can use and walk through a lot of your property with shots of the mountains every once in a while through the trees. Come down just a little bit further and still trying to stay towards the eastern side of the property, and then I'm going to walk across the bottom area where there's a little bit of grass and meadow areas, come back up on top. But now you're seeing the West Spanish Peak that's right across from the property. Both those peaks are wilderness area, and National Forest is up to the left going over Cordova Pass up to Cimarron and the mountain lakes. So just walking down through here and hollering hey bear every once in a while, and chased out a few small little herd of deer in here. They run through the trees. They're too hard to try to film. Yeah, I've got making it down to the bottom, the valley bottom, which is on the lower north end of this property, and there's a little bit down here with some grass, and you've got some aspens poking up through some of the less thicker spots of the trees. We came down the hill from that direction. Don't really know what to take pictures of. You got looking at trees after trees after trees. Some nice firs, ponderosas. Oh yeah, you can see the West Spanish Peak up through there. It'll come in. There's the west, and that's the east, and then here's the West Spanish Peak sitting over this little valley right here. Nice little grassy area down here in the bottom. You could make a road to this bottom area if you wanted from the top, but that would be quite a bit. But if you came in off the main subdivision road, which makes up the northeastern, kind of the eastern boundary, I guess, on the map, that'd be a good spot. It's just pretty down here. Made it to another little meadowy area. We're approaching the northern boundary towards the northwest corner. So we're pretty close to the boundary. It's going to be running through this meadow down in here. We're about 60 feet below the road in the upper bench. You can kind of see the West Spanish Peak through there. Got a nice shot of the East Spanish Peak through here. Land's real nice down here and cool. It's probably going to be about 70 degrees today, and it's May 9th. May 9th. There's the West Spanish Peak. We're still coming up to the top of the road. Just a good open clear shot. You can see the valleys look over. Real pretty. See where we're coming from. And right at the top where you see the trees stop, some clouds is where we're going. Just following a little animal trail. There's the East Spanish Peak. So we're coming up, and you can see the west there too. See what it's kind of like. See Cimarron Pass back that direction. That's National Forest back up in there. We just came up through the trees right there, walking along the western boundary, coming up the southwest corner. There's on lot 33 here, who shares part of the water here. It's a nice log home, and they've got views of the Sangre de Cristos back to the west and southwest. So what we're looking at here is the end of the cul-de-sac. We're standing at the southwest corner, and this flat bench going all the way along the top leads all the way back down to the water well where we started. You can see my truck sitting there. That's about halfway down to the property. It's a little over a quarter mile long along the top here, so you have plenty of room and space to build something and have privacy.